What is going on, guys, and welcome to another Friday the 13th video. And because you guys asked for it, we are going to be going over the best perks you could use for AJ. Now, AJ is a very interesting character, one of my favorite characters to use, and knowing what perks to use with her and use her effectively is going to be the key to your success to staying alive in Friday the 13th. So without further ado, let's go ahead and find out what these perks are. Now, before I do any recommendations on perks, I always want to go over how you're supposed to play with a character and how this character is intended to be played in this game. AJ to me is the stealthiest, actually the stealthiest counselor when it comes to hiding in the game. She's super duper stealthy, and whenever you play with her, your main objective is to hide and avoid being caught by Jason, because her certain perks and skills are very different. So let's go over her skills and pretty much her statistics and see what we have to work with and what perks are going to work well with AJ. AJ comes with Composure 7 out of 10, Luck 1 out of 10, Repair 7 out of 10, Speed 4 out of 10, Stamina 4 out of 10, Stealth 10 out of 10, and Strength 2 out of 10. Now, based on these stats, it's going to give us an overall general idea of how to play with AJ. Her best bet to surviving in the game is to hide and avoid being detected by Jason. With a 10% stealth and a composure of 7, it makes it very simple for her to hide a Jason. Let's put it this way: with her stealth and composure being that high, she could literally just be able to, kind of crouch down and hide without Jason even being able to detect her. Her stealth is so good that she doesn't even pop up in Jason's radar, and her composure makes it so she can hide from Jason without making any noise when he is walking like right next to her. So it's going to be very hard for Jason to spot an AJ player. Now, unfortunately, her stats are really low when it comes to strength and speed and stamina, and this makes it very difficult for her when she gets caught or chased by Jason. It's very hard for her to get away. So the best way to play as an AJ player is to just be as stealthy as possibly can. Her low luck reduces her stamina gain when encountering Jason, and her low strength reduces her attack on Jason. So you're not going to be able to kind of hit Jason and stun him or just outrun him, just because her stats are really bad. So the best suggestion I would give, if you're playing as an AJ player, be stealthy. If you're trying to pick up a weapon, make sure you either pick up a flare gun or a shotgun, because meleeing Jason's not going to be key. If you can't get a hold of a flare gun or a shotgun, try to pick up either a wrench or a baseball bat, which are the weapons that are mostly possible to stun Jason with, and those are going to be your best bets. But if you can, always pick up a flare gun. If one of the counselors has a flare gun that has a higher chance of being able to stun Jason, ask them to please drop the flare gun. You pick up the flare gun and they can help you out. Now, the good thing about her is you could play two ways with her. You could play as a lone wolf, which is pretty much the way a lot of people tend to play. Lone wolf, what I mean by lone wolf is avoiding other counselors that are possibly going to give away your sense that you're there. And or you could be playing as a team player, and if you are playing as a team player, you're going to want to play with certain players. So if you want to play like a lone wolf and and stay away from the radar, try to avoid staying next to Vanessa, Brandon, or Adam. If you want to work with like stealthy characters that you're going to be working and teaming up with, stick with counselors like Tiffany, Deborah, Eric, and AJ are very good very good to stick with, because they won't be giving off your location, and you should overall do pretty solid by sticking out these characters. Now let's go ahead and talk about what perks work well and what perks don't work well when you're playing with AJ. The first perk I want to recommend to you guys is called Low Profile. Now, Low Profile is going to allow you to have faster movement while you're crouched and a chance to avoid Jason's sensibility. The cool thing about this is that not only is it going to allow you to move faster while you're crouching down and you're kind of staying off that radar, but it's also going to help you avoiding being detected by Jason, because the sensibility sense goes down when you're using this perk. Now, this perk comes with the following rolls. It comes with Poor 7 out of 8, Common 10 out of 15, Uncommon 17%, Rare 15 out of 25, and Epic 25 and above. The cool thing about the Low Profile perk, any roll that you get that is 8 or higher will work very well to avoid Jason's sensibility. So keep that in mind. Even if you get a poor one and it's 8 and it doesn't have a lot of negative on your sprint and decrease, that's still a pretty decent perk. I mean, if you get anything from uncommon downward, you guys are locked down to having a very nice roll on a Low Profile perk. So definitely, if you have a Low Profile perk and can't get anything of 8 or higher, just keep trying to get one, and you guys should be set with the Low Profile perk. The next perk I like to recommend you guys is called Marathon. Usually the reason why I recommend Marathon is because usually when you're playing as AJ, you're either going to be one of the last persons alive, or you're going to be one of the last persons that are going to be running towards the cops, or trying to get into a car, or trying to repair a car, or just trying to fend off Jason and staying away from him, from where he's at. The cool thing about Marathon, it increases your total stamina, and with AJ's stamina being so low, this gives it a nice little boost. Now anything higher than 6 is really good with the Marathon. It's going to allow you to sprint for longer duration. Anything from 6 or lower, you're probably going to want to discard that perk and try to re-roll one that's 6 or higher. So anything from common on down, you guys should be good. These come with a poor 1 out of 3, common 4 out of 6, uncommon 7 out of 9, rare 10 out of 12, and epic 13 out of 15. You're going to be able to, you're not going to be running that fast, but you're going to be able to run a lot further to avoid, Jason catching you if you need to run away, or you're trying to just get to the next hit, or, trying to get to a boat, trying to get to a car, trying to escape with the cops. Usually AJ will probably be kind of like the last man standing when it comes to playing the game. And the last perk I want to go ahead and recommend you guys, and we're going to tinker with this perk with another one, and I'll tell you why. So Spatial Awareness is an interesting perk. This one gives you a chance of stumbling while running and sprinting are reduced. The cool thing about this perk is that I don't know, for some reason AJ tends to trip a lot. She trips a lot, man. It's like every time I tell, stop tripping, girl, because she trips a lot. So you're gonna want to avoid having to trip a lot, especially when Jason is chasing you or he's chasing other concerts and you're nearby them. You're gonna want to be able to get away. So Spatial Awareness is gonna allow you to reduce the times you're tripping. And it's going to make it easy, especially paired with Marathon. It's going to allow you not only to run further, but run further without having to trip, and makes it a very effective perk, especially if you're trying to, you're in those last minutes where you either need to escape from Jason, get to the cops, get to the boat, get to the car, and this makes it really good. If you're playing as AJ and you don't have a Special Awareness perk, try to play with AJ without the Special Awareness perk, then put the perk on, and let me know in the comment section down below. You're going to notice the difference in how much Special Awareness is a very effective perk. It's probably a perk that we kind of oversee a little bit, because you're like, tripping doesn't really help me much. But for some reason with AJ, this perk works really well. This one comes with a roll of poor 5 out of 9, common 11 out of 13, uncommon 15 out of 17, rare you got 18 or to 20, and then epic you have 21 to 30, I believe. Now do keep in mind those have X's, because that value is not yet determined, but those are pretty much roughly the numbers you're going to be looking at. I would say anything from common down, you guys should be golden with the Special Awareness. I believe I have one that's in a common with a 15 roll out of with a -2, I believe. And it's a very, very good roll for my for my AJ playthrough. Now, if you guys feel what, I don't want to use that perk, I want to use maybe another perk, I'm still telling you, try out this perk. You could go with Night Owl. This one reduces the fear penalty from the darkness. Unfortunately, her fear tends to go up a little bit high. Night Owl would be a very good perk if you're trying to avoid her fear penalty. And it comes with a poor 20 out of 20, common 21 out of 30, uncommon 30 out of 39, rare 42 out of 50, and I have no idea on the epic. If any of you have an epic, let me know what the stat roll is on that one. But overall, I would definitely recommend you guys try my build: low profile, Marathon, and Special Awareness. Now those are the perks I recommend for AJ. Now if there's a character I haven't done that you guys would like to see done, or a new character that you guys are trying to test out and see if this character works for you, please let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. Now if you did, please remember to help me out by liking the video, and most importantly, sharing the video with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with all things Friday the 13th, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you want to get in touch with me and stay informed on the latest things that are happening in the channel, the best way is to hit me up on Twitter at GFLaserbolt. The link is down below, and also follow me on Twitch. If you would like to support the channel, you can always join the Laser Nation by supporting us via Patreon. Once again, the link is also down below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.